still too dark, and I don't expect this thing to last very long. Yep, there it goes. We're gonna go manual. Okay, so basically we are embarking on the bus pickup. It is really dark because it is still dark time in the world. This is when people are sleeping. It's when I should be sleeping. It's when normal people are not awake picking up buses. And by pick up the bus, I mean I'm gonna follow it back to where it's going because it is being delivered by the dealer to the build site. I'm gonna be doing an official bus driving school, which I'll be making a whole separate set of videos on. And then I will be behind the wheel on the roads in the bus. But until then, I'm gonna be the caboose on the bus train. I'm all packed up. I've got all my crap. I have to go through that checklist though. I have clothes. I have my ukulele. I have tools. I have so many tools. And by so many, I mean not nearly enough to do this actual thing. What else do I have? I have some food because I'm gonna be staying at the build site for like 3 days because I'm on my spring break and I'm trying to utilize as many minutes as I have, and it's 45 minutes from my house. So I have fed and watered the cats. I have done their litter box. I have not done the dishes. I'm going to live to regret that. But now I gotta go get gas in a not very gas friendly season. So yeah, I had no idea that when I decided to plunge headlong into this project, that was going to happen to the gas prices, and even more frighteningly, to the diesel prices. But we're gonna have to like roll with the punches on this one, and hopefully the world is going to sort itself out, and by the time I actually hit the road, it'll be back to where it was, or even better. Recklessly optimistic, some would say. I just got here and I'm not gonna record much because I'm gonna pee my pants. I gotta go. All right, so the bathroom's taken care of, thank God. That was the longest drive of my life. Also because I was kind of falling asleep with 2 hours of sleep in the old noggin. After checking all of the fluids and topping off the oil, it was finally time for the big moment that I had been waiting so long for. The good old-fashioned Publix parking lot driving lesson. I decided to do this driving lesson since I knew before I go to bus driving school, which is going to be a whole other thing, I would be moving the bus to different places around the place where the bus build site is. So it would probably be in my best interest to know how to do things like turn the bus. And for the most part, I did pretty good other than skimming one of the curbs with the rear tire one time. Greg got out to make sure that the tire was okay and everything was totally fine. If you're going to drive a 35-foot school bus, the first thing you should know is that right-hand turns are the hardest thing to do. Despite my one little snafu, I think for getting behind the wheel for the first time of a 35-foot school bus, I did pretty darn good. I actually had fun in the process, and I can't wait to drive it again. Okay, so we just got back from a little mini parking lot driving lesson, which I feel so much better having done that. And Greg is so patient. He's taking so much of his time to make sure that I feel comfortable with what I'm doing. He doesn't have to take this time. I ask a million questions about like removing the seats and the dashboard setup and everything. I mean, he was showing me how every single part of it should function, different parts of it, how I need to maintain it. And he never made me feel rushed or like an imposition or an obligation or anything. I really, really value his opinion and the time that he took. And I know that I'm like in really good hands with this situation. He was also super honest when he went to go fill the tank so that we could do this delivery. The fuel gauge is broken. You know, he said, once I get it taken care of, let him know how much it was and he's gonna reimburse me for that. And he doesn't have to do that. You know, like there's a lot of places that would probably screw you over in that regard. Certainly like Joe on Craigslist isn't going to reimburse you for something that breaks or that he didn't notice was broken when he sold it to you. You know, they're running a really honest business here, which I was not expecting in dealing with a dealership. So, all right, so I'm gonna go fill my car's tank so that when we get on the road, I don't need to stop the whole operation to get us where we're going. So I'm gonna go fill my tank, probably eat another croissant, and then we're gonna get on the road. We're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna try not to hit my own bus in the process of getting gas. After getting some gas and getting ready for the big trip, we slapped on the temporary tag and it was time for one more final inspection before we hit the road. We coordinated our GPS route to make sure that we were all gonna take the same trek. Okay, so we are now about to embark on the actual journey. I'm excited. Eric is driving the bus and we just grabbed our snacks, and I still can't eat anything that's actually snack worthy, so it's mostly soft foods for those wisdom teeth holes that I still got in my face. But we are getting this bus over to the other side of the state. Here we go. Following the bus. Woo! One of the things that I noticed on my way out to get the bus and on the way back with the bus is that there's one word to describe this area of Florida, and that is bus country. On the way back, I decided to dive back into my favorite podcast, My Favorite Murder. Shout out to Karen and Georgia. And it felt so good to get back into something that makes me feel like me. I'd spent so much time in the last 2 years researching and reading about buses to decide this was the bus that I was going to buy. So finally seeing it pulling into the driveway at the bus build site was truly one of the most relieving and exhilarating feelings that I have ever had in my life. As soon as I got out of the car, I found my new bus build partner, Pappy. Oh, you think you're gonna go in there? You think you're gonna go in there? Pappy jumped straight aboard and gave it one more thorough inspection, giving it his little seal of approval. I've been in here for 5 seconds and there's already a hornet. Welcome to Florida. It is moved. The bus is here. I am exhausted. Once again, I'm going to pee my pants, so I'm going to lug my personal stuff into the house that is here that I'm staying at for a couple days, kind of get myself settled in, and then I'm probably going to run to Lowe's and maybe to Goodwill if I can find one over here. I need to get a couple things that they mentioned that I missed on some of the stuff I plan to do in the next couple days, and I'm gonna try to find some like coverall type things at Goodwill, because all I have are these leggings, and that's just, I don't own jeans other than the jeans that I wear to school, and I can't wear those here. So gonna try to find some work clothes, some bus build attire, maybe breathe for a second. I don't know if there's really time to breathe. I feel like I'm on a time clock here. I'm really excited. I'm sweating up a storm. Y'all, it's Florida on spring break. It's warm. It was beautiful in Tampa. It's very, very muggy here. So it's here. It's in the spot it needs to be in. And I'm very excited. I'm probably the happiest I've been in a really, really, really long time. And I can't wait to get started. So I'm going to get started right now. Here we go. All right, Lowe's trip number 2. We're on the hunt for some vice grips and a crowbar. Where will they be? 2 things I've never actually had to find in a Lowe's before, so. Pro tip, if you're looking for crowbars, look for the hammers. If you're looking for vice grips, look for the crowbars. You don't want these vice grips. You do want these vice grips, but one of them's straight and one of them's curved. You definitely need the ones that are straight for bus seat removal. So I'm gonna go with 2 of these. I'll probably regret that decision because there's going to be a lot more crawling under the bus over and over and over and over and over and over again. But I'm not really interested in buying like 17 of these things and then only ever using 2 or 1 of them again. So I'm going to go with 2, and it's just going to take a little longer, and that's okay because, you know, this whole thing's going to take an eternity. Who cares? All right, I'm also going to get a couple of these respirator masks that are a little bit more heavy duty. They're N95s, which is better than, like, you know, the masks that I sew on my machine that have chickens on them and cows and stuff. This Goodwill is not only the size of a Walmart, but it is 3 minutes from the Lowe's. 3 minutes from the Lowe's. I do believe I have hit the jackpot in build locations. All right, time to find my build lukes. Can I tell you a story? I'd like to. I am a magnet for finding things that somehow have a tie directly to my life in thrift shops, Goodwills, and antique stores. Right as I finished hitting record on one of the things that I just did here, I walk straight up to a rack, the first rack that I walk up to, and this is what I find. This might not be weird to anyone else, but it's weird to me because I worked here. I was the manager of this volleyball club for 2 years in 2 different cities, neither of which are in the city that this sweatshirt resides, on the first rack that I go to at this Goodwill. And it was the last place that I worked before I was a teacher. Culminating milestone mark of my life. What? But am I gonna buy this thing? This thing? From my old chapter? From my old life? 2 lives ago? 2 lives ago? Not if I'm going tiny, I'm not. Nope. I can't seem to get anything to stick to the dash. You are literally resting on my thermostat knob in the car. My phone's gonna die pretty soon. Just thought I'd show my treasures. Sleep shirt that looked rather comfy. I don't have too many of these, so it's just kind of like whatever. I can also work on the bus in it. And I got some bus work shirts that I don't care about but are rather colorful, which is, you know, preferable. some DIY tie-dye, and this appears to be like maybe some legit tie-dye. I don't know. It's cute. It's like $1. So had to do that. And then of course, how do you find a shirt that says this? It said find your road and has a bus on it. What? And then I found 2 stream shirts. So I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm a music streamer over on Twitch, and I'm always looking for streamer shirts. And I had a couple that are going out the door, so they've had their day, and these are going to replace them. There's this really cute like sky situation, and I think it's actually vintage. It looks like it's vintage. And then this Forever 21 men's shirt that says ballsy on it. Ballsy. And I figure it works. I'm ballsy. Am I ballsy? Am I ballsy yet? I bought a bus. I bought a school bus. Am I ballsy yet? And standard Santa Claus red sweatpants, because my everyday sweatpants officially bit the dust. I've had them for about 8 years. I think it's time that they go out the door, and these are going to be their replacement. Again, color, because why not? And was not looking for this, but it found me. It found me a Rubik's Cube game for 2 people. So basically my plan with this is to bring it to TwitchCon. One of my mods, Jack, if you're watching, I'm looking at you, and I fully expect that you come to TwitchCon and we battle each other in this game. We've already done a couple cube offs in our streams, so I think this is like the next step. I'm just gonna say it costs $3. Even if I only use it once and then I give it right back to Goodwill, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Okay, I think at this point, the phone's about to die. I think this kind of wraps it up for this video. Oh my gosh, the reflection. The reflection! Why glasses? I'm so excited. I'm so excited! Okay, let's recap. Let's recap here. For 2 years, I've been researching this, painstakingly organizing and archiving all of my notes, paid off all of my credit card debt, wouldn't allow myself to save anything until that was done, saved and saved and saved and saved and saved and saved and saved, started looking for my bus at Christmas break, bought my bus 10 days ago, right after I got my wisdom teeth out, and I just got the bus. It's there, it's in the driveway. I have tools. I have brightly colored build clothes, and I have 3% battery on my phone. I am so. I did it. I'm so excited. Oh, jeez. I'm so excited I'm dropping the phone. I know I look like haggard and it looks like I've been crying. I promise I'm not. It's just like glasses people problems. But it's a good thing there's no smell-o-vision, because your girl is right. And I didn't find any overalls because your girl's also real curvy, and they don't make like curvy girl work overalls. I don't think that's actually a thing. So we're gonna see what happens when I go on the hunt for those, because I know I actually want a pair for like when I'm doing actual like diesel work. I think this is probably the last couple seconds before this dies. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This is probably like the 2nd or 3rd video on the channel. And if you're interested in hearing my music, you can head over to the music channel, which is going to be a link down below. If you want to hear me live, I'm on 4 days a week on Twitch. Even though I'm going to be doing the build, I'm still going to be live 4 days a week on Twitch. So you can check a link down to that, and hit up my other socials. And please comment down below and let me know what the heck you think I'm doing. What do you think of this thing that I'm doing? Are you doing a build? If you're doing a build, I want to hear about it, because I need friends. I need build friends. I need bus friends. I need bus buddies. Can we be bus buddies? Is that a thing? Let's be bus buddies. And let me know. Let me know what you're doing, what you're working on, what stage of the process are you on? Are you just researching? Are you hunting? Did you buy? Are you transporting? Are you gutting? Are you building? Are you polishing? Are you selling? Tell me. I want to know all about it. And I don't really know how to end these. I don't want to end them like on my other channel. So I don't really have a catchphrase yet. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I will see you in the next video. Here we go. Hey!